All right, everyone, welcome to this student interview. I'm joined here with Alex. So, Alex has been a student in the incubator for quite a while, and he's made fantastic progress recently securing some more clients. So, I thought this would be a fantastic time to set up a call with him, kind of go through his story and everything that he's been able to achieve. I think it'll be very inspiring for a lot of you, and I'm very excited to jump into it with him. So, Alex, maybe if you want to just introduce yourself, get started with your background, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I'm Alex. I just finished my undergraduate university in May, and it was that point where I came across Hamza's socials. I think it was on TikTok, and then from there I started my automations journey, and here I am on a call with him today. So yeah, it's gone quite quickly, but it's definitely been worth it to say the least.
That's awesome, man. And when you saw the content, was it something that you were familiar with before? Was it something you've never seen it before and you're like, I want to try this?
I'd seen an odd video about things like Zapier, but I'd never actually really looked into it properly. And
Yeah.
then I kind of did a deep dive into all the different videos you had, and I realized it's something that I can actually do, something that seems enjoyable at the same time, and also something that can actually be a sustainable business for the future. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. And have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur? Like, have you tried out other things before?
Yeah, yeah. I'm the classic case of I've tried everything. Like I've gone years and years and years. I've gone through uh all the little business models, but I think I finally settled on one. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's awesome. I did the same thing. When I started out, I was trying a bunch of stuff. As a kid, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I think it just made sense for me to fall into software, SaaS, AI, automations, just because obviously we know that this is the future. This is the
Yeah.
one thing, the most future-proof thing that we could learn. So
Yeah.
it just made sense for me to go all in onto this. And I think you're kind of on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Like AI is only going to get more
Yeah.
and more dependable. So yeah, it's the way to go.
100%, man. And so now I know that you've secured a few clients. Do you want to maybe talk a bit about those, how you got them, what you're doing for them, and that kind of stuff?
So, so the first client I actually secured was a free client. So I just went onto a load of different Facebook groups and said, "This is what I do. I'm looking to build out my portfolio. So if anyone could give me a chance in exchange for a testimonial, then yeah." So that's what I did. Someone reached out, so I built out a e-commerce store. So it had all the automations in a chatbot, form workflows, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that was the first client, and then the second client was a local Italian restaurant. So this actually happened through cold calling. Um,
Nice. Sick.
yeah, so it did work. It was a bit touch and go though because they didn't pick up at first, but they called me about 2 hours later just on a
Wow.
whim. So I think thankfully I picked up the call, and then from there I was able to set a meeting and secure them. And then recently, I I brought on one of my friends who's also now a business partner in the business, and
Nice.
he's been helping with automations. And through that, he was able to set a meeting with with another restaurant who have two locations, and then from there I was able to close them on a meeting and secure the deal. But yeah.
That's amazing, man. What are you offering them?
So we're offering them SMS and email marketing campaigns. We're also offering them review collection workflows and customer engagement, and also social media automations. Um, so just to drive more customers to their website, more customers to their restaurants, and hopefully improve their reviews and online presence a bit more. So yeah.
Amazing, man. And that's a monthly contract?
Yeah, so what we're doing a monthly 3 months contract. So they're paying a fee monthly for the first 3 months, and then after that point, we'll have another talk with them, review the progress so far. All things going well, the progress is looking good, and we can secure them on a longer contract, hopefully a year or thereabouts. So yeah, that's the plan. I think doing those bite-sized contracts at the start has helped in terms of not scaring the client
Yeah.
away into thinking they're locked in for too long. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, man. And are you particularly going after restaurants now? Is that a niche you've decided?
Um, I think I think for now we're looking more towards restaurants and hospitality, whether it's bars, small cafes, restaurants or hotels. I think right now when I've been learning the automations, that seems something I've been able to grasp quite easily,
Yeah,
and it's something that can be replicated quite well with just
100%.
like a bit of time and hard work. So yeah, I think right now that's what we're looking for. But there's always room to expand, and we have got some other clients potentially in different sectors. So we'll see how those come soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this stage, I don't think there's any reason to limit yourself. I think
Yeah,
find what's working, and then once you have a proven track record, then you can go all in on a certain niche.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we're looking to branch into maybe real estate soon. So
Nice.
we'll see what comes of that.
And you're working with like local businesses nearby you, right?
Yes, yeah. So we're working with local businesses. I think it's easier, definitely at the start when our name isn't as established as other businesses. It's easier to build that connection with your clients and really sell them the personability side of
Yeah,
the work you're doing. Um, yeah, so with that you can convey across the message that you're trying to do. So
perfect. Yeah. And if maybe a restaurant owner or like a local business nearby is watching this, do you want to maybe just say your business name and kind of
yeah, so the
introduce?
business is Adiuk Automations. So we're based in the UK near London in Essex. So if you're looking for any way to improve your online presence, really systemize your marketing methods, and take your business to the next level without putting more hours into your work, then we're the place to come to.
Perfect, man. And if there's obviously there's going to be other students as well who are maybe in your position when you first started watching this too. Do you maybe have any words of wisdom or advice for them to kind of just take the plunge, get started with this? Because a lot of people are on the fence. They don't know if this is going to work. And I always say you don't know until you actually try.
No,
You're a perfect example of somebody who took the plunge, took the chance on it, and now you're
yeah,
reaping the benefits. So
yeah,
maybe if you want to talk from your perspective as, when you got started.
yeah. So it's definitely one of those things. I was like, oh, do I want to invest in this and that? Because really, with the automations and there's not many overhead costs. All the learning that you get from the school community is valuable. I know many people would probably charge thousands that we're getting it for free. So there's really no downside to starting now. The worst that can happen is you learn all about automations and then you've just got that knowledge sitting there.
Yeah,
It's worth starting. It was one of those things where I felt like you just have to do it and see what comes of it. Go along with the journey, and then from even if you don't want to do the journey alone, do what I've done. Grab people in your network. So I've got friends involved.
yeah.
Brought them on board. From there, you can handle different parts of the journey, and then eventually it'll come good. You'll secure one or two clients, and then the snowball effect will hopefully start. So it's definitely worth doing.
100%, man. You're starting to see that now.
Yeah,
And did
definitely.
did you feel like supported by myself and my team throughout the
Yeah.
way?
No, literally, I probably had about 10 Zoom calls with Hamza already
Yeah,
in the past 3 months, and the whole community they're so helpful. Hamza, you would think he has more hours in the day than he does, but he always manages to reply to the messages. So yeah, the community is so helpful. Any questions? There's no silly questions.
yeah,
Everyone's always welcome and happy to answer them. Everyone's trying to grow and reach a goal. So yeah, it's the best place to be, and the help from Hamza top down has been exceptional. Definitely.
awesome, man. I appreciate that. And I remember like at the early stages, like you were there asking
Yeah,
questions every day,
yeah,
and that was a good sign for me to know that you're actually trying because the
mm,
questions you were asking were intelligent. Like there were things that were coming up with something that was proving that you might struggle with this down the line, but you're ahead of it. You're kind of like
yeah,
thinking ahead of what's going to come up. So I was very impressed by that. I was very happy to answer your questions because I knew that if I answered them now, then down the line you're going to understand how to solve these problems on your own. And now, obviously the questions have reduced. You're kind of being more
Yeah,
self-sufficient. You can handle all this on your own, which I'm very happy about. And it's just going to get better from there, man. You're going to improve your knowledge base, your skills, and things are going to become, a lot easier. And you're seeing the benefits of that now, which I'm very, very proud of.
yeah, no, no, definitely. Like the amount of knowledge that the amount of times where I've sent Hamza a loom with a video about the problems I have, and then he's come back with one simple tweak, and then from there, it's just unlocked a whole different avenue of things that I can do. It's just having that communication, whether you've just started in your journey or you're 3 months in and a year in, however long, it, it's valuable. Like you can never stop learning, and knowing that you have people around you to support you in the journey is amazing. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with the licensing model too, I try and make it as simple
Yeah,
as possible to just get
exactly.
started. Everything's pre-made, preloaded. You guys don't have to worry about it. Just out of the box, just start, learning
Yeah.
and selling really.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where if you're worrying about the costs or anything, signing your first client, even if you sign your client on $100 or
Yeah.
£100 a month fee, that covers your software costs. So everything else is profit. So you don't have to worry too much about how much money you're putting into the business, where because there's not too much that has to go into it. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
I try to make it a ridiculous
yeah,
no-brainer offer. You're profitable after your first client for life. So
literally, yeah, like
awesome,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
definitely.
Well, I mean, I appreciate your time. I think we can maybe just end off with any future goals you have for this. How far do you want to take this? How do you want to build it out? What's your plan?
Yeah, so right now the plan is to get as many clients as we can, and then to get to a certain number of clients where we can still have the quality whilst
Yeah.
also having the quantity, and then from there become an established name where people are actually coming to us for work, and also um, eventually take people on who can do the work for us, and
Yeah.
then so turn it into some almost like a funnel where I'll be overseeing with my business partner Aiden. We'll be overseeing people doing the automations for us, and then we'll just be making sure that the client intake happens regularly and smoothly. So yeah,
Amazing, man. You're gonna get there at some point. It's just a matter of time. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. You made so much progress in like the last couple of months, and
thank you.
you're still very young. I don't think people realize that you just
Yeah,
graduated university.
I'm 21, so I've just graduated uni. So it's not like I've been doing this for a long
Yeah.
time. You can start at any age, really. So yeah,
Yeah, you're very well positioned for the future, and I hope you continue at the pace you're going. And
thank
we'll
you.
definitely be doing a lot more calls like this. I think when you're on your 10th, 15th client, we can do another round
Yeah,
two interview and see the
fingers
progress.
crossed. Yeah, hopefully that's not too far away.
Amazing, man. Well, thank you again for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.